Us up to date with other developments here at the G-Mex Centre in Manchester. Eubank against Wharton off shortly, but let's have a look at a couple of young heavyweights here tonight, Nicky. Scott Welch is in the ring shortly against Michael Murray. A bit of a reputation already for Welch. Do you know much about his performances?
Yeah,
so
I
far?
do, because a heavyweight, the Welsh heavyweight champion amateur Richard Fenton boxed him in the ABA finals the year before last, I believe. And Richie's a great southpaw boxer, and unfortunately was tiring in the third round and was stopped by Scott Welch, who's a great puncher. I know a lot about him from the amateur days and through his pro ranks. He's a very strong puncher. They say reminiscent of Billy Walker. Is that right? Is that
well, let's find out, shall we? He's about ready to go. He's down there in the ring. Big night for him. Hope very much you'll enjoy a first look at him if you haven't seen him before. Commentary, as usual, from Glenn and Ian after our MC for the night, Alan Hughes, has made the introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now come to a heavyweight contest over 8 3-minute rounds. Introducing in the red corner with the blue and the white striped shorts. 11 wins from 17 contests. 8 inside the distance from Manchester. The former Central Area heavyweight champion, Michael Murray. Ladies and gentlemen, his opponent in the blue corner with those white, red and blue shorts with 12 wins from 14 contests. 11 coming inside the distance from Brighton and Great Yarmouth, the former ABA heavyweight champion, Scott Welch. At the weigh-in yesterday, Murray scaled 15 stone 6 pounds and Welch 16 stone and half a pound. Your referee is Mickey Van and your timekeeper Barry Pinder. 8 3-minute rounds.
Well, an interesting one this, and the winner will hope to get a crack at the new British champion, Big Bad James Oyabola. In fact, Scott Welch there on the left of the picture has already lost to him in a fight in America on the undercard of the Lennox Lewis Phil Jackson bill. And he was ahead in that fight, and then Oyabola nailed him with his big right hand. Former ABA champion, this guy, 1992, Scott Welch, he's 26. His opponent, Michael Murray, is 30, and he's fought for the title against Herbie Hyde, and he was very, very comprehensively beaten. Murray then in the blue trunks, fighting in his home city of Manchester. Welch, who's based in Hove, though he's sometimes billed as being out of Great Yarmouth as well.
Welch is a good puncher if he can get it on Ian. We saw when he had James Oyabola down. And he had his last fight, he stopped Roger McKenzie in 83 seconds.
Incidentally, if you just tuned in, you haven't missed Chris Eubank. Don't worry, that fight coming up sometime, we reckon, just after 9:15. Two big heavyweights in there. Welch just over 16 stone. Murray at 15 stone, 6 pounds. Ooh, right hand from Murray. Murray was out of the ring for 19 months after losing that British heavyweight title fight against Herbie Hyde at Dagenham. He froze that night a bit, was floored 4 times. How motivated, I wonder, is he for this?
He made his comeback after that fight as a cruiserweight and has put on a fair bit of weight since then. Only a few months ago, he's gone up quite a bit of weight. Not a lot of boxing going in at the moment, Ian. Both men are looking for a big shot. It's getting a little bit messy. I think you want to see one of them start to use the jab, and then they'll get the shots off of that.
A little bit untidy in this opening round. Quite an open kind of stance, isn't he, Welch?
He has, yes, he keeps his hands quite wide apart. Already Murray has just about landed on the touch of the whiskers with a right hand. You know, he was seen there as he come out of the clinch. Welch's hand was right down. He's got to be very careful of that.
Quite a good-looking boy, isn't he, Scott Welch? I think if he got the right kind of results, he could be marketed. He's in the right division as well, but that hasn't happened as yet for him.
He's coming in to throw that jab, and he's just lying down on it.
Welcome back to the G-Mex Centre in Manchester. The arena absolutely full. Chris Eubank against Henry Wharton, which has all the potential to be a real classic. Certainly, in potential anyway, the best fight yet of Chris Eubank's World Tour. At heavyweight, Scott Welch with the white trunks. Michael Murray from Manchester, 4 years older at 30, in the blue. Neither able to land too cleanly in a messy opening round.
Yes, we see when Welch goes in, he dips his head right down, almost looking at the canvas. You know, so he's got no vision when he does that. He's got to keep his head up right a little bit more, use his jab so he can see what's going to come behind it.
Right hand seemed to land with the inside of the glove to me from Welch. And behind the head as well, I think. Murray's looking for that right hand all the time, isn't he?
He is. That is the shot that he's got to go for, because Welch carries that left hand very low, especially when he comes out of a clinch.
It's a real buzz around this arena. It's absolutely packed, I can tell you, with Henry Wharton fans. They've been around Manchester all day, and almost to a man, woman, and whatever children there are in here, they'll be supporting Wharton when the big fight comes up. But Eubank will relish that, I think.
Well, in the ring at the minute, not a great deal of good, clean action. All a little bit too mauly. None of them are trying to box, none of them are trying to use the jab. They're just getting a little bit too close.
That's true, but it's an important fight for both of them. The result will be important for both of them, because it could project them on towards a British title shot. Oh, left hook was a very good one from Welch. Punch of the contest. It was delayed action in the end, and that's what put Murray down. He gets up with the count at 5. Mickey Vann takes a look in his eyes. He says, carry on. Well, Scott Welch exploded there to suddenly light up what was a very mundane contest, to be honest with you, up to that point.
Yes, he got through and got a lot of leverage behind that shot, really brought his body weight behind it. He needs a couple more of them and it could all be over.
It looked quite ponderous to that point, Welch. But he's hurt Murray and put him down. Murray, a former Central Area champion. He stopped Carl Gaffney in 8 rounds. That was back in '91 to win that title. But he's rather been exposed at the higher level. The question with Welch is, can he aspire to that higher level? Good round for Scott Welch. Well, he lives in Hove. He was born and raised to the age of 16 in Great Yarmouth. That was a good round for him, and this was the decisive punch, Glenn.
It was. They're in close. He just explodes. Really gets a lot of leverage behind that left hook. Follows with a couple of other ones. None of them really caught cleanly, but that first one did the damage. We got a lot of weight behind that shot. There we see it, really swinging into it, right on the side of the head.
Murray kind of went down as a delayed action affair, didn't he? He took the punch and then the more leather was coming his way and he almost had to take refuge. Welch, who's improving, and that was good experience for him to fight in Atlantic City. He wouldn't have enjoyed the way he lost it to Oyabola, having looked to have the fight run. Third round here then, heavyweight. 31 stone of muscle in there.
It looks like Welch has been told to pick the pace of this round. He's coming out looking to deliver a few heavy shots. There's a shot he's got to be careful of. That right hand from Michael Murray.
Welch got a little bit of a warning from the referee for just punching behind the head. He's done that once or twice. Starting to get his jab working as well, Welch. But he wants to let go with those big hooks. You can almost see him winding himself up for them.
You can see him setting his feet. He plants his feet on the floor and he's looking to try and get some weight behind him.
I think Welch fancies here that he can take Murray out. Oh, right hand this time, clubbing right hand. Murray stayed on his feet, but again, his legs betrayed him for a moment. Murray quite content just to hold on for a moment, buy a bit of time. Oh, and again the right hand, same effect. He's really on top of this now, Welch.
He is. He's teeing off them big swings. Not a lot of style in them, but he's letting them go with an awful lot of weight.
I'd like to see him use that jab a wee bit more.
Yes, I think if he's going to step in class, he has to do that. He's trying to rely on his power and them big hooks. Where in top level, he needs the jab. He needs to bring his big hooks from behind the jab. Again, landing with that big, strong right hook.
Well, the British heavyweight title doesn't mean what it used to several years back when Henry Cooper and Brian London and Joe Erskine were doing their stuff. But it's a realistic target, you'd say, for the likes of Scott Welch. Just waiting his chance maybe to let go with one of those power punches again, Scott Welch.
He takes a right hand from Murray there for his trouble, just waiting around a little bit too long.
To the G-Mex Centre, we are minutes away now from Chris Eubank's World Championship fight against Henry Wharton, his toughest one certainly for a while. Now there's Chris Eubank. That's the bandage just being signed by the board inspector in the dressing room to make sure it meets the regulations. Back in the ring, Scott Welch letting go and trying to finish this job here against Michael Murray. Murray fighting back well, and he says, there we are, if you want to tear up, I'll have one with you.
Certainly a good start to this round.
Fourth round. That seemed to suit Murray more for a bit, that didn't it, really, having a brawl like that. Welch looks better when he works behind the jab to try and work an opening, and that punch, I think, just shook Murray a little as well. That clubbing right, he's had success with that on more than one occasion, Welch. Certainly getting himself on some big bills anyway. Scott Welch, Lennox Lewis World Heavyweight title fight bill in Atlantic City. Now here he is in a packed house in Manchester. So it's a pretty good opportunity to look good.
It's a very good opportunity, but he's got to seize his chance, and he's trying to do with them big overhand right. A lot of power in them, but I think he needs to use that jab.
He's a good puncher, Welch. He's won 7 of his 14 fights inside 3 rounds. He'd love a return with Oyabola for the British Heavyweight Championship. Not too bad a division either for Britain at the moment, with the likes of Herbie Hyde, WBO champion, Frank Bruno still going, Lennox Lewis, who hopes to get back in the World Heavyweight title picture, Henry Akinwande, European champion. Better work from Murray.
Yes, he still threatens with that right hand. It's a good shot, he just hasn't really landed flush with it. This is starting to get the crowd going now.
Hard to describe the atmosphere in here tonight. It's one of rising anticipation and excitement. And I can tell you, if you're waiting for Eubank, his entrance tonight beats anything you've seen before. Just looking a wee bit more tired now, Welch. Can he find another of those dynamic hooks or clubbing rights to get Murray in trouble again? 4 rounds gone. There is Scott Welch. He lost his 3rd fight on a cut to Gary Charlton at Doncaster. That's all forgotten now. The other defeat against Oyabola. 12 wins so far and 11 by knockout. Here's the punches thrown so far. Well, Murray's thrown more, but Welch has landed 1 more, according to that, so better economy from Scott Welch. But I think really the key point in this contest is that Welch is the one who seems to carry the power, isn't he?
That's right, the better and the stronger shots have come from Welch, and he does seem to be winning at this point. He's got to be careful of that right hand from Murray, which looks to be the only real threat that he has.
Scott Welch is with the Barry Hearns matchroom camp. ABA champion. In the other corner, Murray had no amateur experience at all, though he did do some kickboxing. 5th round, due to go 8. No doubt about it, Welch will be ahead at this point.
Well, I think if Welch is looking for a British title chance, he's going to want to try and end this one inside the distance.
Looking pretty comfortable control of things at the moment, Welch. Could be famous last words from your commentator, but
Wolfman's starting to look a little bit more tired now.
Strength of that jab knocked the gum shield out for Murray. Mickey Van puts it back in again without a rinse when it didn't go on the floor. That jab's a good one when he uses it, Welch. He's got plenty of meat behind it. It really rocks the head back on the shoulders as it lands.
It has, and he's used that jab a lot more in this round. Or maybe because he's getting a bit tired. But often when the heavyweights get tired, that's when the explosions start.
Yeah, he shouldn't be too dispirited about the loss to Oyabola as well, because get caught by a right hand by him, just about anybody could go.
That's right, and up to the point of the finish, he was doing very well.
He was winning it easily.
He was, had Oyabola on the floor and looking very good.
Well, he's looking more authoritative the longer it goes on, Welch, and I must say I like the way he works better behind the jab. Having said that, Murray doubled up very classily there. That was his best jab work, and his gum shield's come out, Murray. Murray's gum shield has come out. Not sure the referee Mickey Van has spotted it.
Yes, he's got it in his hand.
Oh, he has got it. He did him a disservice. Now they will rinse it. Of course, one thing fighters can do, if they're smart and clever, is spit the gum shield out to buy a bit of time like this. It's the referee's discretion as to whether he stops it. He's supposed to wait for a lull in the action. Can Welch get a stoppage win here? Oh, left hook was a good one from Murray. This looked a bit open there.
At times, one of Welch's problems is he stands around just posing a little bit too much, admiring his own work.
Chris Eubank is preparing to make his entrance. He will be defending this WBO Super Middleweight Championship for the 14th time tonight. It's his 19th world title fight. He'll move level with Thomas the Hitman Hearns in number of world title fights. It's coming up in a few minutes' time, and it's in prospect a cracking contest, that. Well, Welch here is about to go into new territory. He's never been beyond 5 rounds before. Coming up, round 6. First 6th round he's ever fought at the age of 26.
He's done with 2 good jabs.
I think Howard Rainey's given him some good advice in the corner. He said, work your way in behind that jab, use it more, and he's done that. In theory, he would hope that everything else would flow off that. Ooh, Murray looking for what looked a dangerous right uppercut, which didn't get through. Murray giving away 8 pounds here. Again, Murray looking for that big right hand. He shows it with throws it with a lot of pace as well, doesn't he? He's fast.
It is, but he just hasn't really found the target with any great effect. He's always threatened with it. Welch has always been open for it, but it just hasn't landed.
He's lost his balance for a moment there, Welch, nothing more. Watch the heads, says the referee in there. Elbows flying a bit as well there. Welch again did it. Tyson used to be very adept at that, missing with the left hook and hitting it with the elbow. Mickey Van saw it as well. That's why he's talking to Welch. It's a bit hard in there, isn't it, Glenn?
It certainly is a very hard place to be, especially when they start to use elbows as well.
Of course, you never did anything like that.
Never. Never did anything ungentlemanly, and that was always my code of conduct.
I'm saying nothing.
Again, he just misses Michael Murray with that right hand.
Well, Murray, give him credit, has come back quite well after having some very bad moments early on in the fight. But he's behind, isn't he?
He is, he's behind. I think Welch has won handily, but Murray's put an okay performance. He's been there.
Sixth round this. Welch again with the left hook. Just become a little more pedestrian in this round, Welch. Bell goes to end the round. Now then, let's go down to Henry Wharton's dressing room. He's talking to Gary Norman.
Henry, you've been very relaxed in the build-up to this fight. How are you feeling now?
Very relaxed. You know, I'm looking forward to the fight. I've done all the hard work. you know, and all the talking is done now. We've got to produce the goods now on the night.
I've just seen Chris, and he looks very focused and very intent. It's going to be a hard fight.
Definitely, nobody thought it was going to be easy. You know, we're both prepared, and just really looking forward to the fight right now because, like he's doing, focusing, that's what I'm doing. Got to concentrate on doing everything right on the night.
You've got an army of fans out there. There's 7,000 or 8,000 of them all supporting you. Have you got a message for them?
Yeah, then I'll be trying hard for them. You know, I'll give everything I've got. You know, and they give that me. I'm just going to show them that I'm helping them as well because I'm going to give all I've got, just to show them that I am, you know, come on with the belt.
There's a lot of people out there want you to win, so we wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Thanks, Gary. Gary Norman with Henry Wharton. We'll see him in a minute. Back in the ring here, 7th round. Scott Welch in the white trunks. He's already had Murray down here in what is effectively a British heavyweight title eliminator.
Murray getting through there with a few shots of his own.
It's interesting between the rounds. Ron Farrell in his corner was saying to Murray, come on, everybody's watching you. Your wife's watching you now. Not sure whether that's motivation or not.
Well, I think it's working a bit because he's done some good stuff in this round. Certainly started working a bit, so...
Yeah. He's upped his work rate, Murray. Welch has just lost a bit of that zip he had in about the 3rd and 4th, hasn't he?
Some good left hands from Welch.
It's got to be his staple diet, really, that left jab. Welch sets himself well for it as well. It's like a big tree trunk coming out and hitting you, isn't it?
It is, but two of the things he does is he throws his hooks very well and he throws his jab good, but the difficult part comes when he tries to put them together.
Good defensive skills there. Although Murray is having his successes with those little right uppercuts inside. Just doing a bit more in this round, Murray. Oh, that was a really good, solid jab from Welch. Terrific shot, that. No, he's holding there. Welch. Again the left. Good punch. Murray took it well. Oh, and a clubbing right back from him as well. Coming to take a few now, Welch. Murray is getting to the point here where he's gambling.
He is, and he's doing well with it. It's been a much better round for Michael Murray. He's let a few shots go, and a lot of them have been successful.
Come on, Welch. Come on, you're laying on. Come on, go on, mate.
He's still quite away from the finished article, isn't he, Scott Welch? He's only had 14 pro fights as yet. There's something there, though, I think. Well, credit there to Murray. I think he came back and took that round, probably.
Yes, that was a good round for Murray. He did the better work, I think, and he just edged Scott Welch out in that one.
We have 3 minutes remaining of this contest. Then it will be Chris Eubank against Henry Wharton, a fight which has stirred the national imagination a little. Massive crowd in here tonight. It holds 10,000, this G-Mex Centre in Manchester City Centre, and you will not find many spare seats. It was sold out about 2 weeks ago, this. There's 1 or 2 down there, but I bet they're going to come out of the pub in a few minutes and take their places as well.
Yes, if they're empty, I think they're at the pub or the toilet.
Or the bar. Right, last round here, heavyweights. Scott Welch, white trunks. He's had Michael Murray down. Murray's held in there well, though. We're hearing reports too that there are a lot of people outside still trying to get in here to the G-Mex Centre. Oh, right hand from Murray, good punch. Welch took it very, very well indeed. And look at the way he's come back. Great right uppercut inside from Welch. It was a cracking shot Murray landed with, but didn't Welch take that well?
He did very well. Murray finally found his target with that right hand, but didn't he come back well, Welch? Really rocked him into work. Another good left hook from Welch. He's getting through some good shots.
Only referee Mickey Van, of course, will decide the winner here, unlike in the world title fights tonight. Left uppercut come hook inside from Welch. I think he's done enough, hasn't he, Welch, here?
I think he has. The last round was a good one from Murray, but he's put a decent performance up from himself, but Welch has just been a few shots ahead all the way.
Maybe like to see Welch tighten up that defence a little bit as well.
Yes, there's still a bit of room for work, but he's got the power.
Right cross, left hook from Welch again. Trouble for Murray. He's looking for the uppercut as well inside Welch. He's definitely had the edge in power. Can he finish this late on here? Oh, another class right uppercut from Welch. And again, Murray in some trouble in the closing moments here. He'll be pretty glad to hear that last bell. Look at him come back, Murray here. Welch really going for it. We're going to take a few combinations back, though.
Because Murray's fired back every time.
We shall soon know. There's the bell to end it. Scott Welch has won it on points, as we suspected, scoring the knockdown and taking his record to 13 wins against 2 defeats, 11 by knockout, this time taken on points. Welch the winner. So coming up after this, we've got the big fight at the G-Mex Centre. It's for the WBO Super Middleweight Championship of the World. Can Henry Wharton do it? Can he dethrone Chris Eubank? Plenty of people think he can. It comes up live after this break.
There's no way you come out of this fight as champion. This is my title.